inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, hola damas, y hombres. Let's get into it. Man, I am feeling some kind of way. Entrepreneurs are straight tripping. I mean, for real, me están poniendo loco. Okay, they're trying to drive me crazy, but yet they are driving me crazy because man, you guys got to understand something. I bring a lot of drama to this podcast, and if it's your first time listening to this, some of you might be like, "Dang, is she really laying it out and making it plain like that?" Yes, I talk about the crazy things that happen because they really do happen. I promise you. Either I've made the mistake, I've watched somebody else do it, I've seen the crazy thing happen with a client or another friend of mine that's been a victim of an entrepreneur. And a lot of y'all walking around here, you got these attitudes like people just ain't respecting your business. And it's like, no, sis, you don't respect your business. And so I decided to title this one, Your Price, Your Problem. So let me run the scenario down to you real quick, and don't get so caught up in the scenario that you don't take the time to double check yourself and see if you need to fix some things you got going on. So over a year ago, I met this woman and I was like, oh man, your t-shirts are so dope. I'm going to want, some t-shirts made for me because I'm going to level up my brand. And she was sitting there breaking everything down, all of the different ways that you can do it. And I can, some of them, they use vinyl and some of them, actually, put the print inside of the shirt. And she just breaking all this stuff down to me and how much it costs and why it's different and the technique. And I'm like, wow, this lady really knows her stuff. And so me being, a geek, I like it when people are, in the know and knowledgeable about things, regardless of what it is. And so I ended up connecting with her. She was a little slow to move, but she explained to me that, she was working a job and doing her t-shirt business. And I'm like, just be cool and be patient. Well, when she made the shirts, they were fire. I was like, oh my God, she took a design that I had and had been taking it to the t-shirt shops and kind of, looking at it like, this is okay. And really brought it to life. And I was like, cool. I got a whole tribe, not like it's 100 of us, but I got about maybe a good 10 or 20 women that might want to get these shirts too. So I'm going to order some more. So in other words, I ain't trying to get rich selling t-shirts, y'all. I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs about not getting distracted about, oh my God, I got to come out with a t-shirt. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with it, but you do realize you're finna create work for yourself because between what it costs to get it made and what you're going to upsell people and then also factor in shipping, unless you're selling locally, you'd be lucky if you walk away from anywhere between $2 to about $7 per shirt. And because the average person is not going to sell their shirts for $30. You probably can get them made for about $20. You're going to spend packaging. Let me stop. I'm going into coach mode. So anyway, lady totally disappeared on me, but some things transitioned with my brand, and I wasn't really tripping off of the t-shirts, and I was doing so many different things working with clients, and I'm like, whatever. So now all of a sudden I get into this space where I need t-shirts again, and I'm like, okay, let me reach out, let me try one more time, but not so that I could work with this person, so that I can get the file, so that I can take it to somebody else, because what I had wasn't clear enough. And they swearing up and down that they back. They give me this long story about some shit that happened to them, which really was sad. It really was awful. And I didn't judge and say, well, I know somebody else with a worse story or whatever, and they still stayed in the game. I just respected what happened. I'm like, so you for real? You for real, you back? Mind you, she's saying she is, and she about her business. She she finna get even more serious than she was before. So I decided to order from her again. Now, in the meantime, between time, when I place my order, this time I'm ready to fall back, but she doing the doggone thing. She's like, it's ready. Man, I get the shirt and it's beautiful, because I had already went to somebody else and didn't like what I had saw. So I'm like, that's why I like you, but you do your art, your skill, your craft is so on point. So let me just throw numbers out there for random. Let's just say she sold me the shirt for $15. I'm like, oh my God, this is so fucking dope. Cool. She's like, yeah, but you gotta, if you do a bulk order, I could do it for you for 10. And I was like, shit, that's on point, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna sell these shirts for at least 30. You know what I'm saying? When you getting custom shirts, branded shirts, yeah, that's about right. So I'm like, cool, if she gonna do them for 15, because I ain't, I'm not really thinking I'm gonna have a big enough bulk order to get them for $10, about $5, that combines shipping and some cool packaging. I know I'm designer, so I know how to flex some tissue paper and shit like that or whatever. I'm like, by the time I get through with everything, I'm like, shit, I might walk away with $10 per shirt. You know what I'm saying? Definitely 7 with no problem, right? So all of a sudden I reach out to her. I'm like, hey, I got my orders in. I need to order some more shirts. And she like, what you selling them shirts for? And I'm like, what the fuck? Who asked somebody? I said, huh? She said, yeah, because what the price that I printed that shirt for you, that was for you. I said, what difference does it make when I'm selling shirts for? I said, I could take your shirts and sell them for $75. I said, why would I even do that? Well, because it happens. And I said, okay, but I'm getting the shirts from you. I'm not sending anybody to you. And in case you forgot, I sent a referral to you and I didn't quote a price to them, because I understand that every design and every order is different. I said, you act like I'm over here trying to get rich off t-shirts. Then I said all the same stuff. I can't get rich off of no t-shirts. Da, 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 da. She's like, yeah. And so her price from 15 now goes up to 20. Now, mind you, the year before, which a lot of things can happen within a year, but most of y'all entrepreneurs, y'all ain't changing y'all prices year to year. When I bought the 2 shirts from her, because they were long sleeve, she was like, these are 20. If you get short sleeve, they 15. So when she charged me 15 this time around, I said her prices are still the same. But now you're going to charge me 20 for the shirts that I did order for you. I done already collected money from people. I don't have time for the bullshit. And it's really more about my people getting their shirts than it is about me making money. So I said, fuck it. I'm finna go ahead and place this order. But afterwards, I'm going to have to find me somebody else, and I'm going to have to halt the whole thing with the t-shirts once again. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, she must be broke. No, seriously, I'm just telling y'all my inner thoughts. I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, so she must be broke and she must be in a financial crunch. So now she want to flex, or she done got her feelings hurt. Somebody that she done made t-shirts from didn't come through, didn't give her the money. And this is why this fucking disturbs me. Because when she made the t-shirts the last time, she did not charge me for... But the first time I met her, she didn't charge me for fixing the artwork. And I'm like, I know people that charge, just $25 to $75 just for a design fee. And I even asked her, I'm like, because I saw what she did. I'm like, what do I owe you for that? She ain't charged me for it. I tipped her $10. This last time around when she made the t-shirt for me and said it was 15, I tipped her $5. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just one test shirt. So even though it's only been 2 times, both times I've never ever balked or stalked at your price. Balked at your price. I tipped you both times and even asked you if you wanted me, about your money and if there was a fee to pay. So evidently what you charging, you don't appreciate it. You don't like the price. I tell my clients all the time, don't charge a price that you can't serve at without becoming resentful. So ladies, that's why this is called your price, your problem. So now I got to find me somebody else, and that's cool. But now that I've heard a lot of terminology and I got me a bomb ass t-shirt designer and I understand what kind of files you have to create, that's okay. I'm going to end up doing like y'all don't want us to do and finding somebody to do some drop shipping through China or some shit. And then people can just order their shirts from wherever they going to get them. So a lot of y'all be thinking people just don't want to pay y'all. People just don't want to respect y'all. They always trying to get over. No, Negro, get your shit together and handle your business. In the beginning, she should have said, if I'm going to do this shirt, here's your contract, this is the deposit, this is what you have to pay, here's my price list. She don't have her shit together, and that's why she's struggling to be able to keep clients to get t-shirts made. So your price, your problem. That's your nugget for today. And by the way, even though I sound like I'm angry, I'm good. If you're struggling and you're wrestling with this, but you ain't ready to have a coach, but you know you need to get around some sisters that's going to hold you to a standard and love you at the same time, then come over to the Authentic Collective. Come over to aclive.co where you all can stop doing this crazy ass shit and get some help. Now, that might not have been necessarily the best way to do a lead in to an offer, but for those of y'all that's in my tribe, you already know what it is, and you want somebody that's going to keep it real with you 100. So that's it, y'all. I'm outie. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in